We are live, everyone. Welcome back to this day after Thanksgiving episode 8 of Curse of the Vistani. We have ourselves a bit of a girls' day here. Both the guys
Yes.
are not able to join us this time. So we're joined by Lily, Pika, and Banane.
Yes.
Hello.
Alright. So last time, you guys finally made it to the city of Briar, where you went to the local inn / tavern, and you started asking around about the Vistani man that was rumored to be around this area. And you were approached by a woman whose husband is currently on death row for a crime that she claims he did not commit.
Yes.
And she has asked for your help. So, you asked around the tavern a little bit, and then went to bed. And that is where we are picking up.
And I stole some magic dice.
Yes, you stole some magic dice.
And we got some info, I guess, on a couple. Forgetting
Yeah,
their
we
names
had
off
a
the top
couple
of my
of
head.
people we could talk to at the marketplace that were impacted because
Right.
they were coins that changed from silver to copper.
Yes, from silver to copper.
Yeah.
Yes, you had heard about a couple whose business was run into the ground because of it.
The apothecary, yeah.
Yes, the apothecaries.
Yes.
So,
And given
it is-
directions to their house.
yes. So it is now morning. You guys slept beautifully. You get up and start your day. What do you do?
Well, first things first,
Breakfast?
breakfast and then to the apothecary.
Great.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if this tavern has pocket bacon.
Ooh, pocket bacon.
Pocket bacon.
Every tavern has pocket bacon if you try hard enough.
I once went to off topic here. I once went to a men's retreat and they had a 24-hour bacon station. It was incredible.
Wow.
I was once on a cruise ship that had a 24-hour pizza bar.
Oof, yum. All right, so you guys head on downstairs and you order up some grub.
Mhm.
Let's say you spend 5 copper on food for the lot of you.
Okay.
And you gobble it all up. Nothing really happens in the morning, unless you're wanting to try talking to someone some more.
I think we probably exhausted all the information they had here last time.
Alrighty. So then you've eaten your food. Where would you like to go now?
We would like to go to where the apothecary couple is staying if it would not be their shop.
Okay, so you want to go to their house.
Yeah, I believe we got directions to their house.
You did.
Yeah.
So let's
What are their names
have
again?
you roll. Their names. I have that.
I know you
written
gave it to
down.
us.
I don't have
Uh-huh.
the apothecary couple's names. I have Yagurna's name, who's the wife of the wrongfully accused.
I
And
believe the
Loman, who
tavern
was the wrongfully
guy.
accused.
The tavern guy gave us the
Lena
names.
and Marl were the names.
Lena and Marl?
Marl.
Okay.
Alright, so I would like you to roll a... Let's see. What could we roll for following directions?
Investigations if we're actively looking for something. Survivals if you're like following a map.
Yeah, I was thinking survival. So roll for survival
All of
to
us?
see... Yep. To see how good you are at getting to where you're going.
There we go.
21, 15,
Apparently,
23.
I'm really good at reading a map.
Excellent.
All right. With those
Apparently,
rolls, you
Heroes not.
make it there without too much trouble. And you Sorry?
We'll just drag Fired Elf from behind by his tail, because he did not roll good on that.
Yeah, does
He
someone
just
have
kept getting
Aurora open?
distracted.
Nope.
I have
But-
I can
Callan.
open Aurora.
I have Callan.
I've got the guys' ones open as well as yours.
Okay. I just
Alright,
noticed that
so-
Aurora didn't have a roll.
You come up to the house that you're pretty sure is theirs. Do you knock? What do you do?
I want to look around outside it first, see if we can see him through the window.
So you're gonna peer in one of the
That's
windows?
kind of creepy, though.
I do an investigation check
Yeah, what are
of
you?
the area, just in general.
Sure. Roll investigation. What specifically are you looking for?
I am looking for, does the area look like it's been occupied recently? Does it look like people have been traveling in and out?
Yes.
Any
Uh,
suspicious
It
people
definitely looks
lurking
like
around?
there's been so there's no suspicious people lurking around now. It does look like it's an occupied house. There's even some things on the lawn.
Okay, so it's
Shall we?
potentially not like the magic shop where it looked occupied, but it's not. Okay.
Right.
Here's the question: do I see it properly?
What do you mean?
Roll your own investigation then.
Yeah, I guess that would make sense.
Yep. You see fine. You see the same things she does.
So it's not a
It's
facade.
not a fake.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah, Saplin's gonna be paranoid for a while.
Yeah, you guys are
Because
all
remember,
very
I'm-
paranoid after that.
We don't.
Because remember, I'm the
question
one that's not cursed, and I seen everything as it
Oh.
was supposed to be in the magic shop
Yeah.
versus
I
everybody
had
else.
I had 3 different quests for you guys to do the first session. It's not my fault you guys picked the one.
It
That was
absolutely
main story.
is. You baited me with flowers.
Yeah, you kind of did.
You did.
I had that set up long before I knew you were a flower lover, for the record. All right. So you looked around the house. Are you wanting to knock, or did you look? You said you wanted to look in windows.
Yeah, I
I was
wanted to
not
look
looking
around.
in windows. I was not gonna be a creep.
All right.
I will
So-
Yeah,
knock.
because what if they see you peeping in the windows and then get angry?
All right.
But
We
So
Yeah,
don't want
let
them
them say hi.
angry and not talk to
I
us.
will knock on the door. So
I
Son
think I'll
will
go
have
up and
cover if
stand
she
beside
decides
you.
to snoop.
I
So
could be
s-
sneaky about it.
San, roll stealth for me.
Okay.
23. Very good.
There you go.
So you peek in the windows, and you don't see anyone in there at the moment. But you do see a lot of like boxes, as if they're packing things up.
Ooh.
So Saflin, you're knocking on the door.
I'll go stand up beside her.
You knock on the door, and you wait, and you wait, and you wait, and no one's coming to the door.
Okay.
So
Is there a
either they
backyard?
didn't hear you, or they're not home. You could try and look for a backyard.
I guess investigate.
You don't need to roll investigation to see a backyard.
So would there be anybody in the backyard?
There is no one in the backyard, no.
Okay. My
What
guess
about
is
the back
probably
window?
knock again if they still don't answer.
As you're coming from the backyard, someone passing by spots you coming out from back there. And they yell, they yell, "Hey, what are you folks doing back there? That ain't your place."
We're
Looking for
trying
the
to find
owners.
the owners of this place.
Yeah, we're looking to see if we can find them.
Who, Lena and
Knocked
Mara?
on the door, didn't get an answer, so I was checking to see if there was somebody maybe in the backyard.
Looks like the carriage ain't here. I don't think they must not be here right now. They might have gone to the market.
Well, I guess we'll check there then.
Alright. Just don't be going to no more people's backyards.
Sorry about that. Was just checking to see maybe they were there and couldn't hear the knocking.
Mm-hmm. And he walks away.
So I
Alright.
guess we check the market now?
Yep. You can
I
go to the market.
investigate and look for carriage tracks. I'm just curious.
See maybe which way they went.
Sure. You can roll survival to look for tracks.
Well, and also if they have tracks, we might be able to see how old they are. Like, how soon they left.
There are some, with a 16, there are some impressions from where a carriage would normally sit. In their kind of front yard driveway area. Not that there's really driveways, but you know what I mean.
Do they look like they're fresh? Do they look like they've been there for a
yeah,
while?
it looks like
kind of obscured.
Looks like they were there sometime this morning.
Oh, fresh. Okay. To the market?
To the market.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So I would like you all to roll survival again to try and make your way to the market. You did get directions to there, but you
But
got them.
Do we get advantage or no?
I was actually going to say
Apparently I'm
disadvantage.
really bad.
I want you to roll with disadvantage because you
Oh,
got
come on,
directions from the inn, not from their house.
I just got a nat 20.
I know, I'm so sorry.
There, I rolled again.
12.
So I'm
I
still
went
at a
from
5.
21 to a
5.
12.
Oh!
I went from a 23 to a 15.
I went from a 23 to a 5.
Wait,
Well, there you go,
23
son.
to a 15? What?
Oh, wait, no, mine came
That's a
Between rolls.
27. You did better.
Yeah.
Wait,
I clicked
what?
the wrong thing.
It was the wrong one.
Yeah, that was
Yeah,
the
that was the
wrong
wrong one.
thing.
That's what I thought.
12
Hey,
plus
no,
12
I went
plus
from an
3.
18 down to a 5.
You somehow rolled 2 dice.
I told it to roll disadvantage.
Right.
Oh.
Whereas we were all just rolling one more time to keep our first rolls. That's all we were doing.
All right.
Yeah.
Because
Alright,
it's the
so
worst
12.
of the two, correct?
Well,
Yeah, the worst of the two.
Mm.
All right, so
Yeah.
So I rolled a 5.
your lowest rolls. Yeah, you
12s.
rolled a 5.
Wait, we need the
12s.
boys to roll.
Yes, you're right.
I've got
So
Nihon.
Okay.
Callan rolls a 4.
I just rolled all of
Wow. Nihon
Uh,
didn't do very well
Nihon
either.
rolls a 7. All right, so with those rolls, you do get a little lost on the way there, but you do eventually make it there. It just takes you a little longer than
Normal.
it would have if you had been going from the tavern.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
you
I
still
think
get
the-
there.
Yeah, the highest roll at disadvantage was a 12, so we
Mhm.
got there in the end.
Yeah. It wasn't too bad. Overall, you guys did pretty good.
Wait, the highest roll would have been Callan's at 6. Or did you roll Callan?
The highest of the low rolls.
Oh.
Yeah.
I'm so
Oh.
annoyed. I had a nat 20.
I know, I'm sorry.
Bad meet you.
Okay, so you guys make it to the market after wandering around for a bit. And you see 5 different stalls before you. They are labeled. One is labeled produce. One is labeled fishing. One is labeled farm tools. One is labeled apothecary. And one is labeled furniture.
Is there
First things
anybody
first,
standing at the apothecary table?
Before we even do that,
Okay.
I'm gonna turn to Callan and be like, "Can you detect magic in this area and make sure that we don't have any more funny business with coins right now?"
You could have just asked me to do that
Okay.
too.
Well, I didn't remember if you had the spell prepared.
Yep.
Your spell list
yeah.
changes.
Either can do that.
I haven't
whatever
changed
you
it though.
prefer.
So it's a new day. I have detect magic again.
Yeah, Callan also has the charge on his wand again, I believe. That's why I turned to him.
yeah.
He has a device.
Whoever
Without
you
wasting
want
a
to do
spell
it can
slot.
do it. Who would you prefer doing it?
I guess Callan.
The person not wasting a spell slot to do it. Callan.
Okay. Alright, so he's going to cast Detect Magic. And let's see. He does not spot anything of interest in this area. He doesn't have to roll anything, does he? It's just an
Question,
area of
Lily.
30 feet. Okay. What?
Yeah, what's up?
For shits and giggles, can you try searching for the ring?
Do a locate object for the ring?
Yeah, the ring on the lady, if they're close.
Sure.
So that's a 1,000-foot range, right?
I will double check.
Or is that a spell slot?
That is a,
I think that's just a
that's a
class
staff
trait,
of,
right?
I
I think
it's
that
a
was a class
concentration
feature.
It's a concentration spell. No, disguise self and minor illusion are my class features.
Oh, okay.
I thought you
Um,
ended up taking the locate
think
object.
I'm checking the staff spells because it's probably one of those. I just have a lot of stuff.
I remember you choosing it when you leveled up, though.
Yeah, I specifically have it as a normal spell. Locate animal or plant is a staff spell. So it's just one of my standard spells. I do have it. It is a second level spell, so it'll use up one of my second level slots, but that's fine. If we're not planning to do combat, that's not a huge deal.
Because I think it's probably going to be a lot of talking
That
unless
is
Meteor has.
okay. So
Mm-hmm.
wording on this spell, I'm probably not going to use it because of the wording on this spell. Describe or name an object that is familiar to you. You sense the direction to the object's location as long as the object is within 1,000 feet. Can locate a specific object known to you as long as you've seen it up close within 30 feet at least once. Alternatively, the spell can locate the nearest object of a particular kind.
But the
Okay.
specific object.
Okay, so I can. It's not like the other one with animal or plants where it just pings anything. All right, cool. That's what I was trying to check.
So it's all
I'm
within a
wondering
range
if
of
they're in the
1,000 feet,
vicinity.
right?
Yeah, it's within range of 1,000 feet, and I
Okay.
can target that specific one rather than a general as long as I've seen it within 30 feet. At least once,
Okay.
which I did. I
you
saw it
doing
on
that
her
then?
hand. Yeah, I'll do it.
All right. Do you have to
I
roll
will
something?
cast
Or...
it. It is a concentration spell.
Okay, so you don't have to roll anything. Just
I don't
if
have
it's
to
within
roll it. It just
1,000 feet.
goes.
Okay, so you cast locate object, searching for this ring to see if the Vistani couple is nearby. You cast it, you close your eyes and concentrate, and you get no pings back.
Here.
The ring is definitely not within 1,000 feet of you.
They're not here.
Okay. Well, at least we know we're not dealing with them potentially.
There
being
were other
here.
ways to figure that out, but that's fine. Alright, so we know that there's no funny business going on, so let's take a better look at these stalls now.
All right.
Is there anybody at the Apothecary Stall?
So the Apothecary Stall looks empty.
What stalls are represented?
Produce? Oh, you mean where there's people in it?
Where they have people there. Yeah.
Okay. So the apothecary, like I said, looks completely empty. Like there's not even goods in it. The produce stall has stuff in it, but there's no one there.
And she's probably sitting at the tavern trying to get people to help.
Right.
Right.
For everyone's reference, you do know that the produce stall is owned by Lowen.
Yep.
And his wife.
Yep. So
Okay.
which one has people manning it?
So then the fishing stall has a man at it. The farm tools stall has a man at it, and the furniture stall has a man at it.
I
So
guess
3 of
pick
the
one.
5.
Just pick one and go up and ask if they have seen Lena and Marl today.
You can do that. I'm gonna jump straight into asking about the coins. So if we want to divide and conquer.
Sure.
So I'll start with the farming tools stall.
Farming tools? Okay. Alright, so what are you... Alright, so you go up to the stall, and the man there, he greets you and says, "Hi, how you doing? How can I help you today?"
Hi, we heard about an incident that had happened in town the other day with some false coins. I was hoping that we
Oh.
could ask some questions about that and try to get to the bottom of it for you.
Yeah, sure. What do you want to know?
Do you know who the coins were given to? Was it everyone? Was it one particular stall that seemed targeted?
Well, the stall who got hit the most was definitely the apothecaries.
But they weren't the only ones that got hit.
Nah, not at all. Everyone got hit a little bit. Let's see. Yeah, so everyone got hit a little bit.
Okay, and who was it that gave you these coins? I want to make sure my information's correct. Have to be thorough, you understand.
Loman is the one who gave the coins. He made a large order with us for a new horse, a new horse harness, replacement plow, butter churn, and a couple new milking pails for his farm. You see, him and his wife, Yagurna, manage their farm, and then he comes to the market to sell butter, cheeses, jams, baked goods, and the like at the market a couple days a week. I never expected him to pay with false coins, though. Not 2 days after he handed over the silver, they turned to copper. Then he kind of
Has he ever made large orders like that before?
Sorry. Yeah, he does from time to time. When his stuff gets rusty. Like I was saying before, he spits on the ground and kind of like makes a motion to like ward off bad spirits. It made me almost destitute, it did. Just like so many others here. But I was luckier than most, like the apothecary. I'm thankful for that. And he gestures towards the empty plot.
Well, you'll be pleased to know that we do have some practitioners of magic in our party, and we have run a quick check in the area. There are no more false coins currently in this area.
I hope not. Otherwise,
we took care of that.
Someone else is doing it too. We already got Loman in custody, so no more should be present.
Well, and you said that you wouldn't have expected Loman to pay in false coins.
Nah. He's been a good member of the community for quite a while.
And he doesn't have any magical ability of his own, does he?
Oh, I don't know. I wouldn't know nothing like that. Not that he showed me, that's for sure.
I have to wonder how he may have gotten.
But he must have some. He must have some to have done the illusory coins.
And why would he do it now, though? After all this time of not doing it, why now?
I don't pretend to know what he's thinking like.
Well, have you seen anyone else strange come into town recently? Tourists?
Not to my store.
Like okay.
Somebody possibly dropping big lumps of cash?
Have you seen any notable purchases happen at the Apothecary Stall recently?
Oh.
I mean, you must have a pretty good view from here.
Let's see. The Apothecary is a few stalls away from me. Actually, no, he's right next to him. Sorry. I'm trying to keep track of my notes here.
I was paying attention.
Not that I particularly noticed, no. If you want to know more about the Apothecary, you should go talk to them. They got a house a little ways away. I can give you directions.
We attempted to go and find them at their home to ask them some questions, and they didn't seem to be there. We thought they were on their way here.
No, I mean, now that you mention it, I think I did see them over at the furniture stall.
Kind of tempted
Okay.
to flag down the group and have someone go back to their house.
I'll do it. Me and Mara can run back.
Okay.
All right. So you're
Um,
gonna start heading towards the house again?
Yeah, me
I'm
and Mara
gonna
will have a
send
look.
them to do so. Yeah.
Okay.
I think I'll stick here and
Send one of the boys with Son and Mara, just in
I'll
case
take
things get
Callan.
dicey.
All right.
Yeah.
So you
Yeah.
and Callan
Magic rock.
start heading.
And his voice carries, so if something happens, he just has to scream really loud and we'll hear it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
True.
All right.
True.
So you start heading that way. We'll stay here for now.
Yeah, we're
maybe
gonna
go
try not to take too long with this.
Yeah.
talk to the furniture people.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So you go talk to the furniture guy. The farm tools guy says, "Be sure to stop by again. I'm Russell, by the way.
Meet you, Russell. I'm Saflin.
I got lots of goods here.
We will definitely peek in before we leave town.
You need any horse harnesses? I got a special on them."
We will visit you before we leave town.
Ah, sounds
That might be
good.
something we might want to consider if we ever decide to use our horses.
Yeah, I'm just not going to make promises right now.
We're on a mission, but we'll be back.
Yeah,
All right.
gotta resolve this issue first. Wrap it up neatly.
All right. So you guys
Don't forget,
head
we
over
should be
to
asking about the Vistani, though.
right.
I mean, feel free to jump in with that when we're talking.
Right. So you.
Yeah, but you're the one who can do the
I mean,
image.
I'm not feeling the greatest
Son has
today.
the
Feel
picture.
free to prompt me.
Maybe ask the furniture guys.
Yeah.
Son has the picture. I can't
Well,
do
I
it.
mean, I asked for just strangers in general, and I was hoping that would cover it with the Vistani, but
Mhm. Yeah, she did sort of hint at that. She just didn't say Vistani.
I didn't
Yeah.
say it outright.
Yeah. Anyways,
All right.
onward.
So you head on over to the furniture store now.
Yeah.
Angel's looking for thieves markings. Still don't
On
really
her
see
way
any.
back.
Mhm. Yeah, you still don't really see any. So you walk into the furniture store, and like a big, strong-looking dude greets you and says, "Hey, I'm Rock. How you doing? Welcome to my store. What can I do you for?"
Okay, so pretty much same things that we said to the farming tools store. Investigating the recent incident with the false coins, and then wondering if there was anyone new in town that they hadn't seen before making
All right.
potentially large purchases.
Okay.
Asking if they've seen Lena and Marl
And then
today.
asking if they've seen Lena and Marl today. Yep.
All right. So first question was
About the coins.
the coins, right?
How
so he
badly they
says,
were affected.
Yeah,
Blah, blah, blah.
I didn't get hit too hard with that, thank goodness. I was probably the one who got hit the least, in all honesty. So I don't know too much about that. And then you asked about any big purchases.
Any large purchases from strangers recently at either his shop or the apothecary's, and if there were just strangers in town in general that he'd seen.
Well, I don't remember any strangers other than yourselves coming to my shop anytime recently. Like right before we got hit, that is. And nah. You are all the first strangers I've seen in weeks. Although I don't really remember faces all too good. And then you also wanted to ask about Lena and Marl, right?
Yes.
Okay. Thought I lost you guys for a second there because no one responded.
I was typing something into Roll20 chat
Yep.
as a possible direction.
I was also typing Roll20.
Memory might be a problem considering the curse we're under anyway. It's easy enough to curse the town to forget their own faces. Eh, not a bad thought. So Lena and Marl, or no, that's the other guy's voice. Lena and Marl. Yeah, they were here not too long ago. You just missed them by like 20 minutes. They headed straight back to their house, I think. They were here to sell off some of their furniture.
Okay. And then ask if they'd noticed any notable purchases happening at the Apothecary Stall before this incident.
Well, I wouldn't know about purchases from them. You'd have to ask them yourselves that question.
Just wondering if
I don't
anybody
stick my
who
nose
was...
where it don't belong.
That's fair. Okay.
And
Thank you very much for your help.
I was going to ask, and I take it you also haven't happened to notice any large purchases from the produce shop as well.
Produce shop?
Correct?
Well, that's on the other
was-
side of the court.
Yeah.
So, no.
Yeah.
It's a bit too far away from my eyes to see.
What stall is right beside the produce?
Fishing.
Which
I
we haven't
guess-
gone to
That would
yet.
be
That's the
Leroy's
last
fishing
one.
shop. He's a local
Okay.
fishmonger.
Well, since Son's on her way back to the house,
Yeah, we'll
Should
wrap up
we
this
go
questioning and go
talk-
join them there.
or should we go talk to the fish person to see if they've noticed any large purchases?
I'd like to go ahead and wrap up the market questioning if we can before we move locations again. Yeah.
Alright, so you want to go to the fishing stall?
Yes.
Okay. So you walk over to the fishing stall and are greeted by Leroy, the fishmonger. Says, "Hi, how can I help you?"
Name drill. Please and thank you.
Same questions.
Well, I did have some things bought by Loman. I don't think it was him that. Let's see. Sorry, checking my notes. Loman didn't buy much from me. But you know how coins change hands. Loman's always struck me as a good, straightforward man, though, who never did nothing wrong by me before.
So
Out
you
of
think this is
character.
odd that he would try and trick people with fake money?
Yeah, definitely. I don't think it was him.
Yeah, out of character, I'm finding it kind of interesting, the contrast, because the fellow merchants don't think he would have done it, and the people in the tavern sure as hell did. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm. Have you noticed any suspicious or any strange people in town recently? People you don't
I mean,
recognize?
there was one fella who stopped by. He didn't stop by my place, but I saw some strange-looking guy walking through here a few days back.
Did he
I
happen
will-
to
yeah.
stop at the produce stall?
I'm not sure. I don't think so.
And have you happened to notice any large purchases that may have been made at the produce stall?
Well, I think Lena and Morrow bought some stuff from there.
Lena
Other
and
than
Mara
that, not
bought
really.
some stuff from there.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Sure.
We would have thought the flow would have been the other way.
Out of curiosity, Do you happen to know if Loman frequents the tavern at all?
Low in the tavern? That man don't drink at all.
Okay, so if he happened to be at the tavern gambling, it would have been a one-off. Possibly.
Would not have been normal. There was something else we're missing. Trying to remember. Well, they mentioned there was that one weird guy. So let's go into a little more detail with that.
Did they happen to look like?
Yeah, do they
insert
happen to
image?
look like the Vistani image that I produce?
Yeah, sort of similar to that. Can't
Similar
be too
clothes?
sure. I didn't really see him up close, but yeah, he kind of had like frilly clothes like that on.
Interesting.
And did you only see him in market the once?
I think so.
Okay. How long ago was that, would you say?
Couple days before all this happened. All the stuff with the coins.
And when did that happen, out of curiosity? Because I forget.
So the things were bought like 2-3 days ago, and it took about 2 days for the coins to turn into copper.
So probably as
So
soon as
5.
he left the vicinity. Probably when he left the radius.
Yeah, so probably about 5 days ago.
Yeah,
5 to
so.
6 days
Mhm.
ago. Okay. I guess try and track our way back to.
Head to Lena and Marl's.
Yep.
Okay. So we'll switch
Thank
over
the fisherman guy.
to San, Moro, and Callan.
Hello.
And I want you to roll survival with disadvantage again because you did not get directions.
Let's see if this wants to work.
Someone offered directions, but no one took them up on that.
Nope, that didn't work. Okay, I'm just gonna roll it.
So a 5.
No, the first one was wrong. I tried to click the button again.
Okay.
It didn't work.
So
If I roll that
yeah,
twice,
I don't know what
just take the low
I don't know what the first one's doing. It's being weird. A 4.
A 4. I think
Alright.
you be lost.
Okay,
Alright,
so group, you know what this means, right?
Before we
It
leave
means
the
we take
fishing
the
guy,
keen mind feat so that we remember everywhere we've gone.
or before we leave the market, ask the fisherman for directions.
Well, he waited until
Lena.
we left, so we can't do that now.
Alright,
Darn it.
so they rolled a 4. So a nat 1, actually.
Hold on. Helen.
Yeah, Callan would
Callan,
also
okay,
roll. Callan's
yeah.
with them.
14,
Callan
14.
rolls 14. Okay, that's a much better roll.
Oh, thank fuck.
Alright,
Useful Callan stick.
I would also like
Useful stick.
you two to roll as well.
Okay.
I want to see
Lily,
how fast you get there as compared to how fast they get there.
Lily, I
Okay,
suggest we
hold on.
hit the tavern first, and from the tavern, go to the house so we have directions.
There, I gave you the
He
boys.
told us to roll, so I'm rolling it.
Yeah, I know. It was just.
Alright.
I still got a 14 at disadvantage, so.
I still have a 5.
Roy gets a nat 1. Lilia gets a nat 1.
Uh,
Okay. You guys are bad at figuring out your way there.
14!
Yes, you got a 14.
Oh, did you already rolled for Aurora? Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I rolled for
Okay. So,
I rolled
14.
what Callan rolled.
Yeah, so 2 nat 1s and a 14, and then a 14 and a nat 1. Wow, you guys got like the exact same rolls. Okay. So you both are bad at getting there. So Sun, Moro, and Callan definitely get there first.
And I've got a +4
Because they
to
left ahead
survival.
of you.
I have a plus 3.
Yeah,
I
got
just
a plus 3.
happened to roll an 11.
So, Sun, you muddle your way through. Callan kind of pulls you. No, it was this way. It was this way. And kind of keeps you a little better on track. You keep trying to go the wrong direction.
I
But
feel like Zorro at the minute from One Piece.
I love Zoro.
Mm.
Could you
But
not just ask Morrow to be like, go back to where we were?
She's got a stick in her gob. She's not going nowhere. She's
So
more
you
interested
do
in playing with the stick.
end up making it there to the house.
Mhm.
So you come up to the house and you actually do find them there out in the yard. They're like packing up their home. And let's see, both Lena and Morrow taking turns packing goods into a crate and putting them into a cart, which is now there. And they also have like a little stall set up in their front yard now, and they are trying to sell their possessions for cheap in front of the house. So they see you come up, and Lena stops what she's doing and comes over to you and says, "Oh, you look like you're new in town. Could you want to buy something?"
What if they actually got for sale?
So it's a lot of house stuff.
Temptation to grossly overpay for something is really high.
So it's like stuff that you would furnish a house with, type of thing. So like chairs, a table,
we have a
some
bag holding.
dishes.
We have some space.
Mm-hmm. And she explains to you that they're moving out of town to live with some relatives and recoup some of their losses after what happened, because they don't have enough money to buy materials and make potions anymore.
Well,
Okay.
actually, about that incident.
You're not here.
Hold on,
we're
you're
not
with
there.
me.
Oh yeah, we're not there yet. Oh man.
This is up to San.
Oh.
San and
How long
Talon.
is it going to take us to get there?
Um,
Should we start running?
about the time it took for you to talk to 2 different stalls. So.
All right. Well, then I will be right
So a
back.
good 20 minutes.
So they're gonna get some questioning by themselves for a little bit, because you guys had like identical rolls. So if you'd
Okay.
done better rolls, then you could have gotten there a lot faster than them. All right. So
Okay.
San, what would you like to say to her?
I hate when you put me on the spot. Actually, me and my friends were just looking into what happened to you and your husband. Is it partner?
Yes.
Yeah, husband.
What about it?
We heard about the fake coins, and we were wondering if you guys could give us any information about some stuff. Like,
What went down?
yeah, what went down.
So you, as you're asking her this, her face kind of drops. Like you see her face kind of turn sad. You mean about Loman, right?
Yeah.
I don't think it was him. See, I've tried explaining to the mayor, but no one understands why Loman had the money. As a result, the townsfolk think it must have been him. But you see, we made record sales one week, but it turned out all of the silver was fake and turned into copper. But the one, yeah, but the one who bought our stuff was a Vistani man who came through and purchased 2 large chests of medicine.
What medicine were they?
It was like your basic healing and it was basically medicine to heal sick people. So
Ask
like
if
various
he
kinds.
had a partner.
2 large chests.
Did he have a partner with him, or was he on his own?
No, it was just him.
Was there any Vistani-looking people around at the time?
Well, like I
Besides
said, he
him.
was Vistani. But it was just him by himself.
So there wasn't
But
Can
anyone
we
at any
get
of the
there
stalls?
already? I want Saflin to do the image to see if it's him.
Well, I have the picture.
Yeah,
I
but
have
it's
the
not
picture
of him.
Yeah, good point.
It's of their kind.
you guys are not there yet. But
trying
since
to-
things had gone so well for us, we decided to buy more than our usual order from Loman. We bought cured meats, fresh butter, eggs, and even a cake to celebrate.
Mm.
But mostly we bought some fresh medicinal herbs. Yugurna picks them in the mornings for us. She's the best in town and collects them on her early walks.
Isn't she the one that we spoke to in the tavern?
Yep.
Yes.
Yep.
That is Yugurna.
Okay.
It is Loman's husband.
So it's another
wife.
person saying it's uncharacteristic of Loman to do something like this.
Mm-hmm. And you now have the information that they
They saw the Vistani.
They seem to have gotten the coins from the Vistani man.
I would say, San,
And
ask
then-
if they noticed the Vistani purchasing from Loman.
Did
Go ahead.
Did the Vistani guy buy anything else at the market?
I don't think so. But like I said, after we got all that money, we went to the Lomans and bought a lot of their stuff.
So could the Vistani man have
Not yet.
had the money, gave it to them, and then because they took the major loss because of the chests of potions,
Yeah. So
they went
you're...
to Loman,
Mhm.
who then spread it around to everybody else.
Right. That is the feeling you're getting. And at this time, the rest of the gang does show up and join you.
Okay, these are my friends. They will talk more questions with you. I'm gonna have a look at the stuff.
All right.
I'm just gonna start looking around.
And to answer what Lily was saying, I was doing that more because Pika said she didn't know what to ask.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't
blame
trying to
you for
direct
putting me
that
in.
way.
All right. I
That's tough.
literally came back in the middle, so I wasn't sure. So
So
that's why I
to
was saying
recap,
maybe.
to recap for you, Lily, it seems that the Vistani man bought 2 large chests full of medicine from them, giving the apothecaries record sales. And because they got such good sales, they then went to the Lomans and bought a larger than normal order from them.
So we're thinking that it could have been them that got the fake money. They took
So
the
it
major
went
hit,
from the apothecary to the produce store and then again.
spread
Mhm.
To the other
because
shops.
because Loman then purchased things because he got a higher amount of money too.
Right.
Okay. So 2 stalls basically got hit as a result of the apothecary being hit.
Right.
We think because there was a Vistani, he was alone.
Because prior to this point, it's been explained to us as though it was the other way around.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay, cool.
Pika might want
Yeah,
to
so-
ask Lily to show image of the man.
Yeah, so
Okay.
they also said, Lily, that they tried to explain to the mayor what had happened, but no one would listen.
Sounds like we're insight checking the mayor after this. Got it. Can we have?
They just couldn't
can we run-
understand why Loman had the money.
It might be because it was purchased. You guys gave it to him.
Yeah. So I'll cast the minor illusion of the Vistani garb
Okay.
and ask them, this person that made the purchase from you, were they dressed similarly to this?
Are you asking if they were dressed similarly, or if they were
Or if it
this
was
man?
him.
Well,
Because you can give an accurate depiction of
Do
him.
we know exactly what the man looks like? I don't remember that.
You met with
know
him.
what you know what the Vistani man who
I didn't
Him
know
and
if
his
it
wife
was the
cursed
same
you.
one that cursed us.
Right.
I
That's
didn't
what
know
I'm
if it was the
asking
you
same
don't know.
to check.
Yeah, that's what they're wanting you to check. They're wanting you to
Okay.
provide a picture
If
of
it
him
was
So
that
yeah,
and
guy.
ask if it's him.
Yeah, so I'll do a minor illusion of the couple. So I'll do both
Mhm.
of them. Just a little palm-sized illusion that I hold in my hand, and say, did the Vistani look like this? Did it look like either of these people?
So she takes a look at the image, of the Vistani couple who you guys are after. She says, well, it definitely wasn't a woman. It was a man. And no, that's not him. It was a different one. Different Vistani man.
God, I
Dressed
didn't think it was the
similarly,
same couple. Because nothing we had led to that being a couple this way.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was just the one loner guy that I found.
Yeah,
out
like,
about.
I did not think they were related, but y'all wanted to ask about that, so we asked about
Mhm.
that. Did they wear garb similar to this?
Yes, she said that they were, or well, they said that they were Vistani, so I'm assuming yes.
Yes,
When,
yes, they
when
did.
I used the word Vistani before when questioning, people didn't seem to know what that meant, which is why I was trying to go more simplistic. Like, did they dress like this?
Except fisherman guy said that they had floopy dress.
Yes. Well,
But
and
she
the
literally,
tavern and everyone else who I said Vistani, they're like, what are Vistani?
Mm-hmm.
but she literally,
So,
I don't know if you were here for it, but she literally said Vistani.
yes,
was
I
a
wasn't.
Vistani.
I wasn't sure how specific that was supposed to be from DM.
Yep, she specifically said a Vistani man.
Okay, so that was intentional. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yep, so she does seem to know what a Vistani is.
Okay.
I'm wondering if she remembers the Vistani person's name.
If they exchange names.
With that big a purchase, I'm assuming you would like to thank them by name.
Are you asking that?
Sure.
Or
Would you happen to remember what that Vistani man's name was?
Yeah, he said his name was Peter. That's Pyter.
Okay. And this is the only time you've seen him around town, right?
Yeah, that was the first time I'd seen him.
Interesting. Any
did
idea?
they happen to say anything about what they needed the large quantities of medicine for, or where they might be going?
They needed a lot of it. After he bought it, he left town, but I'm not sure where. And as she says this to you, some other people come up and start looking through the stuff, and she says, "Hold on, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go see what these people are interested in real quick."
Okay, take your time.
So you guys can talk to each other.
Can we do a subtle detect magic again here?
Yeah.
Alan or me?
I can have Callan do that again.
I don't particularly care at this point. Somebody do it.
So, Callan uses... Actually, does that... No, that does not use spell slots. I was doing that wrong. Those are charges.
Nope, it's the wand charges.
Right. I was marking them wrong. Okay. Oop, sorry. I didn't want that display. I'm just trying to make sure it's
It did display.
Correct. Yeah, I didn't want it to display. I just was looking for how to mark it in here.
You just for your items,
there we go.
your equipment, you just mark
I
it on
found
the
it.
charges.
I found it. Yeah, when I had it in spells and clicked on it, it didn't bring that part up, so I had to go into inventory and do that. All right. So Callan casts detect magic from his wand, and he actually gets quite a lot of hits. Mainly from their van. Probably having to do with the magic potions that are in their boxes.
Yeah, they're apothecaries.
Not coin-sized hits,
right.
but actual magical
They're
objects
like
that are not
health
for sale.
or healing related. You can tell with his detect magic.
So nothing fishy.
Right.
Okay.
So after a minute, she comes rushing back to you guys, all excitedly, and has like a big grin on her face. And she explains that the man who just purchased an old pair of boots just came from the next town over and was complaining about a camp of gypsies along the main road hogging one of the Wellsprings.
Ask for directions.
All right.
Otherwise, we're gonna get
For
lost
one?
again.
Which way did that guy go? Can we stop him for a minute?
Moral chase.
So
Should
she
go.
does give you
Let's not
directions to where
Antagonize
the man said.
Probably wouldn't.
But
be a
I will
good
try
idea
to
for-
try to see if I can get hold of the man who purchased the boots.
Yeah, probably not a good idea to have a dire wolf chase it down. Chase him down.
No, let's not do that.
Did he leave already?
Yeah, he left, or
So he's
Okay.
walking,
walking
away.
away. Yeah.
He's walking away. So can I run up to him and be like, "Excuse me"?
You can, yeah.
Yeah, I will do that.
All right. Yes. Can I help you?
Hi. We heard that you were complaining about a band of gypsies. We were trying to track a band of gypsies that have been causing trouble.
Do they look like this? Insert picture.
Yep.
Well, yeah, they were sorry, not gypsies. Vistani.
Vistani. Yeah.
Sorry.
Vistani.
Yeah, they were Vistani, so yeah, they looked like Vistani. They were up
And
by the
which-
Wellspring. Lena
If
can
we-
tell you where. She knows it.
Okay, she knows where. How recently did you see them?
Well, it's about a day and a half's trek from here.
Okay.
But
there
they
anything
didn't
else you
look
wanna
like they were
ask
going
her?
anywhere anytime soon.
Okay. So they look
Okay.
like they were settled. All right.
Camping.
Yeah, like I said, they're hogging the Wellspring. Like, parked right in front of it.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your time, sir.
No problem.
Mm,
And he
And
walks
I'll
away.
let him go.
Hope you have a good day.
All right, and Lena did give you pretty good directions to the Wellspring.
So where is that on our map? Please and thank you.
All right, so it is. Whoop. If I can. There we go.
Yeah, we're in
It's-
Briar.
Yeah, we're here.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's like over here.
Okay, so like this area.
Yep,
All right.
like towards the lake, but not all the way to the lake.
And when the man said a day's travel or so, was he
Day and
talking
a
on
half.
foot, horseback?
He was on foot,
Okay, so on foot. So we could,
so
in
you could
theory,
get there
make
faster with
time
horses.
if we had horses.
Yeah. All right. So, you guys have now gotten a lead on where the Vistani man is. San, you were looking for things to buy. Is there anything specific you were looking for?
No,
I
I
don't-
was just trying to get away from the questioning.
Okay.
So
I don't have a list of anything that they're selling specifically, but if there's something you guys are wanting,
Yeah,
that
I
you'd
would
like
have
to
been
check
interested
for-
in trying to buy one of the magical pinging items, but if they're packed in the carriage, they're not for sale. So.
Yeah.
Not gonna press
And
on
nothing
that.
magical on the table?
No, nothing magical is out. That
He
stuff's
said
all
it was
packed away.
mostly housewares because they're moving, so it's
Mhm.
it's basically a yard sale of things that they can't take with them or don't
Right.
want to take with them.
Right.
are there any games?
And I take it they're So I guess can
Any
I
games?
ask Lena, are you guys leaving today?
I'm not sure about today, but as soon as we can, we're trying to get things packed up for in the next couple days for sure.
Would you mind if I asked where you're headed?
We're headed to stay with some cousin. Let me see. I have that somewhere.
In case we need to track them down after.
Mm-hmm. Moving out of town to live with relatives and recoup their losses. So, it's another small town, kind of out of the way.
Oh, I was hoping they was gonna head to Rockfoot.
They are not
It's
heading
a
to
far
Rockford.
trek. It's a far trek for the normal people.
Yeah.
Yeah, but there's jobs going for the apothecary, because there isn't one there now.
I mean, we could tell them that.
There's.
No, there's an apothecary.
Yeah, there's an
no magic
apothecary.
shop.
Right.
Yeah, there's no magic shop.
The apothecary
Different
is the
shops.
one that Banane frequents.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, apothecary's fine.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I guess my question is then, where might we find this mayor of Briar? So we can try and talk to him.
Well, he'd be in the mayor's office.
Directions, please.
Yeah, she
Yeah,
gives
please.
you directions.
Yeah, we're new to town. We could use some help finding things.
I can tell you right now, though, he's not going to change his mind unless you have proof.
Thankfully, that is what we are currently in the process of getting.
Or at least trying to.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Do we know how long until Loman is sentenced to death?
3 days.
3 days.
Mm-hmm.
Currently been one.
Legends of Zelda.
Yeah, so
Okay.
so 3 days.
So
Oh,
my first
so
order
you
of
guys-
business would be trying to extend that.
Yeah, so the guy told you that Sloan was about a day and a half away. So you guys could get there and get back with about a day to spare. If you left now.
Right,
I'm
but if us
wondering-
leaving Lowman without an order from the mayor is not going to fix it, we wouldn't necessarily have enough time to go there, come back, get the approval, go back, and get him out in time.
Mhm.
Is my thought.
So I'm
Okay.
wondering if we can talk to the mayor, see if he can extend for a couple days. Say we may be
Correct.
able to find proof. And we will go there and come straight back. If we
Right,
come back with
I
nothing.
figure talk to the mayor first, try to get a stay of execution
Okay.
while we investigate.
All right. So you guys head over to the mayor's office then. And
Pika had asked if they had any games that they were selling, by the way.
what
that
kind of
kinda
games? Like cards or
Anything.
they have some cards, some dice,
I could always use
like
another set
basic
of dice.
games. Okay.
I mean, yeah,
buy-
you lost your good set of dice when you swapped it for the cheaty one, so.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I'm keeping the cheaty ones.
Yep.
Yes, but you still could use a normal one.
Do
So
we
you do buy
usually have a deck of cards with us?
most
Yes, and
do,
that's
yeah.
yeah, we all start with a gaming set, and I'm assuming that's where Pika pulled the dice from that she did the switcheroo with.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So I was gonna say if we didn't have
Do I
cards.
have a gaming set?
Most of us started with one.
Yeah, it's
Like
it's
it's
like a
usually,
starter item.
It's your starter equipment. It's not like a named item generally. Just you have it as part of your starting kit.
Mm-hmm.
Would it be actually mentioned?
Yeah, it should.
Well, I don't have a mention.
Well, like when you did your background, you had a starter kit of things that were listed.
Let's see.
Let me have a looky.
Usually part of your explorer kit or whatever it is.
Yeah, I don't think I have that with mine.
Yeah, I have these.
I remember seeing it for sure, but otherwise it is in my typical item cost list as part of the adventuring gear, which is usually the standard fare that you can get anywhere pretty easily.
I think it's usually added in the description section.
Yeah, it doesn't have a item entry, I don't believe.
Okay. So yeah, we'll say everyone has some basic dice or cards.
Okay, because I was gonna say
It's a
we
common
don't have
adventure
cards.
thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're off by yourself. You want some cards or some dice to fool around with.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we'll say you get
Like,
some
I'm
dice.
pretty sure it was listed in my Outlander random stuff.
Yeah.
Because it's just a way to entertain yourself.
Mm-hmm.
That's all it is.
I haven't actually added that I have those cheat dice. I just wrote it in the thing.
You should add that.
Yeah, you can add a pair of dice and then just like customize it, say cheat dice.
Okay.
Yeah, like there's a dice set that you can add.
Mm-hmm.
So, you bought some dice and you head to the mayor's office.
Yep.
So,
How much were the dice?
a copper. Like, nothing.
Okay.
Alright, so mayor greets
Mayor's
you,
office.
invites you in, asks, so what can I do for you?
Lily?
Anyone?
Okay.
Um,
Sorry, I'm looking at things.
No worries.
We need our
Um,
charm person.
What am I being charming about now? The mayor?
Talking to
Yeah,
the
the mayor.
mayor. We need
Okay,
you
so
to
we have
sweet
gotten
talk
to the
him.
mayor. Alright. I was waiting for us to have to roll to get there, but without disadvantage this time.
Well, she
Um,
gave us directions.
Yeah.
I'll just let you guys get there. I'm not gonna have you roll this time.
Okay.
The main reason I was having you roll before was to see if you run into them.
To see if we ran into Lena and Marl.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But since
Fair
you
enough.
guys got lost, you didn't pass them on the way or anything.
Right. Okay.
Because
So
they took
I
the
will...
straightest shot and you guys kind of went curvy.
Fair enough. Alright, so we're at the mayor's area?
He asked what he can do for you.
Okay, so we got to go to the mayor directly. We didn't get the runaround from reception or anything like that. Awesome. Be like, hi, we are new in town, but we heard that there was an incident going on with some coins, and we're currently running an investigation.
Okay. What about it?
We'd heard that the current suspect is due to meet his punishment in a few days, and we were hoping to be able to have a little bit more time to wrap up our investigation just to make sure that it's the right guy and this gets resolved cleanly.
Suspect? He ain't no suspect. He did it.
Do you have a confession?
No, but who else could it be?
You have proof?
He gave everyone the coins. Proof enough.
And where did he get the coins from? Did you think to ask?
He made them. Had to have.
Is he magical?
Must be.
Have you seen him produce more magic in front of you?
No, but why would he? That'd just prove his guilt.
Insight
fact
check
that
him. I want to make sure that he's just a normal dumbass
Yeah, go ahead. Insight.
and not a malicious one.
I'm rolling too.
Yeah, many people rolling this would probably be great.
Mm-hmm. With a 22, he seems honest. He's just a normal dumbass.
Okay.
Okay.
He's not out to get him. He's just stupid.
All right.
So-
well,
He honestly thinks there's no way it could be anyone but him.
Well,
can
we
I-
are fairly certain that he is not the one responsible just by following the chain of events, and we would hate to see your town's name sullied from future travelers by having such a terrible incident like this happen without the wrong party being absolutely certain.
You
Do
have any
want
evidence to
have
say
an-
you didn't?
We
was gonna
have
say-
testimony from many of the merchants with how things changed hands.
Don't
And the
sound like
pattern
proof
of
to me.
events doesn't fit the story.
Doesn't sound like proof to me.
Which is why we
why
would
are
like
you guys
to-
investigating this anyways? We didn't hire you. Angel wants to threaten him.
we were asked.
Oh, I had a tone of threat in my voice when I was bringing up that it would be a shame.
If you're wanting to intimidate him, then roll for intimidation.
Because I was trying to do both and see which one stuck, if he had a reaction at all.
All right. If you're trying to intimidate, then roll for intimidation. Whoever
For
was
my
speaking
question-
needs to roll the intimidation.
Because my question was going to be, would you really want an innocent man to die? Would you want to
Can
kill an
I-
innocent man?
Let's see here.
Are you trying to see if you can bump it at all?
Yes, I am. I have my bardic inspiration. I'm trying to reconfirm what I can do with it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to roll for shits and giggles. Yeah, definitely not better.
See, I had a good roll, but I'm not talking.
I'll allow that for helping. So, Lily, roll a second time since you're being
Okay,
helped,
so rolling
and you'll
with
take the higher
advantage.
number. Yeah.
I mean, I have
Okay.
got Moro next to me. She's only got a grab.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
I just don't know if my rolls are going to be great.
13.
Not much better.
It's slightly better.
My persuasion and my intimidation bonuses are literally the same. So
Yeah, my one's 0 for intimidation, but
I have
that
plus
goes
4
with
on both. I'm just not rolling well.
I think both are based on charisma, right?
Yep.
I have 0 charisma.
So he doesn't seem all that intimidated, unfortunately.
Okay, now I'm tempted to pull out a dagger and actually.
Yeah, I
threaten.
don't
he-
think
He
that.
says to you, if you can bring me hard proof, then he'll be free.
What would you consider hard proof?
The man who did it.
How about a game of dice?
If you can bring me the man who did it, because someone's got to die. Someone's dying for this.
Well,
So it's
we have
either
a
gonna
lead
be
on
Loman
where this man
Or
is.
this mystery man that you claim.
We have a
Really
lead
gonna
on
kill
where
someone
this
for
man
money?
is.
Mm-hmm.
We're not asking that you release Loman completely right now. We're asking that you extend the time until his sentencing to give us a chance to bring this man to you.
How long are you wanting?
Well, it seems like this man is about 2 days out. Potentially. That's where his camp has cited him. And yes, I am padding it because you said a day and a half. I am padding
Yeah.
that time.
Well, we want time to get there,
roll
figure out shit, get back.
roll deception on that, because that is a lie.
Okay, that's still a plus 4.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't matter if I'm being honest or not. It's all the same bonus. I don't think I can. I can't find my inspiration myself, so it's gonna be what it is. Okay.
Worse.
Nothing. Like my rolls are
11.
so bad.
How about a game of dice?
With an 11, he's questioning this date you're giving him. And he says it's 3 days till the execution, and he's being executed at sundown. You have till then to bring him someone else.
That's not enough time even for travel. And
You
that's
really-
actually true, because if he is a day and a half out, that's not enough time
That-
to go there, talk to him, and come back.
Remember, that is walking. So if you guys...
Yes, but are we going to be able to take the horses that we got here?
We
to
don't
the
know that we
places?
will. Because we don't know what the terrain's like.
What if one of us stays behind as collateral? We don't show up in the time limit. You can deal with one of us.
Alright.
That sounds not good. I don't want to
That
die.
sounds not good because it means we're a person down. But
Yeah.
if it, stops a guy from killing Loman.
Alright, we'll say he gives you 1 extra day.
Okay.
'Cause, yeah, I
Okay,
do
that's
want to
If you guys are
ask
that
him,
concerned.
do you want to potentially kill an innocent man.
I want to sweep this whole thing under the rug, get it done.
The thing
He
that
wants
gets
to
me
be
is-
seen doing something. He doesn't want to be doing necessarily the right
Right.
thing.
The thing that gets me is he's trying to kill someone over money.
Well, I mean, it's a lot of money for people not in our line of work.
Yeah.
Mm,
I think this is probably olden times when
Mhm.
things like that did happen over money.
Yeah, true.
Yep.
Well, you also have to consider your average adventurer brings home a lot more money than your random townsperson will ever.
Yeah, so this is a high crime.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So we get 1 extra day?
Yeah, you guys have 1 extra day.
I still don't like this man.
Is
Don't
there
either. I'm not opposed to charming him, but later when it's not going to wear off in an hour.
Mm-hmm.
Mm.
out of context or out of story question, would there
Mhm.
be any use in speaking to Loman right now?
We literally don't have time. Unless we're actively breaking him out, I don't think there's any point in us going to him right now.
And we don't want to break him out because then that just makes things look even more suspicious.
Right.
Okay, so
yeah.
I would say straight to the stables.
Yep.
All right. So you guys
Thank you for
leave
the
the
1
mayor's
day
office?
extension. Thank him for the 1 day extension.
Yep.
Steal pen off his desk. I'm
So you leave the...
Not gonna steal anything.
Actually going to slip him a gold.
All right, so yeah,
just
you...
to try to smooth things over.
Flip the mayor a gold?
Yep.
All right. We'll say that is what got you the
Donation
extension.
to the city.
That
was
I
the
like.
that was the next thing is bribe.
I like that as a much better explanation for why he gives you the
Yeah.
extension. You
So can we
bribed
say
him.
that's a donation to the town?
Yes.
Yeah.
How about 2 gold for 2 days?
At most he's gonna give you his 1.
Damn.
Yeah, we
He-
tried
he wants
diplomacy.
this
Diplomacy didn't work.
finished.
We greased his palms a bit.
Yep, he wants this finished.
Can't we just persuade him just a little bit?
I think at this point, persuasion failed. I think I got
Oh yeah,
too many
with everything else
chances.
you've tried, persuasion's not gonna do anything.
Yeah, I got too many chances.
Yep.
Should have thought of money first.
So basically, the thought of that is the more you try to persuade someone or intimidate them, the more often
harder
you
it
do it in a
gets.
short duration, the harder it's going to get.
Right, your DC gets higher each time.
Yep.
And they basically, in real life, just start to fight you back.
Yeah. They
Right.
get
Stubbornly.
frustrated and fed up with you.
Yep.
Right, which
It's
is
like,
why I'm
I've
like,
said no.
I'm sorry
Stop
for the
trying.
trouble. Please take this as a donation to the town. Thank you
Alright.
for cooperating with our investigation.
So you leave them having donated to the town, and you head over to the stables where you left your horses.
Yep.
And I assume you're
Talk to
asking for the
Jeff,
same
the
ones?
stable master. Yes. Try to take our same horses
Alrighty.
for a short-term travel.
Short-term travel. So we'll say... how much was it for the 3-day travel?
Looking at my notes.
It was like 22 silver or something like that. I feel that might be wrong.
20 silver, 5 copper.
22.5. Okay.
Yep.
So we'll say for 2-day travel, we will do that as, say,
Have the sheet up.
14 silver. We'll just say 14
okay.
silver.
Okay, 14 silver deducted.
Mm-hmm.
To rent horses.
With our carriage that we had, or wagon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. So you guys heading straight out then?
My guess would be yes, because we need to make time.
Yeah,
Alright.
time is of the essence here.
All right. So you all load up in the wagon, and you mush the horses, and they start. Excuse me. They start heading out in the direction of the Wellspring. You guys can go ahead and do a long rest because it is going to be next day before you get there, because you're about you're at like 2 o'clock in the afternoon at this point.
Okay. So recharge whatever equipment we have that might have charges taken out.
Right.
At night, can I do my reading of my book?
I'll say that you were hanging in the back of the carriage doing that while we were traveling.
So I roll medicine?
D3. I have a D3.
Oh, meteor! I think I got a good roll.
Hey! Alright, so I was rolling to see how many charges he gets back on his wand. Alright, so with a nat 20, yes, any future checks are definitely with advantage.
Okay.
So you're doing better at your learning.
Yes.
That is the kind of roll I was waiting for.
Okay. So any of my medicine checks now are with advantage.
Not yet. This is your learning medicine checks. So you reading.
Okay.
So now you're
Okay.
learning faster, basically.
You now
So
have
my
a firm
learning-
foundation of the material.
Right.
So when I do my learning checks at the end of the night, I do it with advantage.
Correct.
Okay.
And then once I'm satisfied that you've learned enough, which should be a
Then
lot
my
easier
medicine.
with the advantage now, then we
Okay.
can give you a buff to your medicine checks.
Okay. So I did
you'll-
my long rest.
You'll essentially be giving her expertise in medicine when she hits that point.
Yeah, I'll give her a +1 or 2.
Well, I mean, expertise is just double your proficiency bonus,
Okay.
which is
Yeah.
what I have as my bard talent. Because I have
What is
expertise
double
and 2 skills.
proficiency?
Expertise
You're-
is double proficiency.
Yeah. Proficiency is
Oh,
you
the plus
add
4.
your proficiency bonus.
So I would be, since I'm +4, I'd be a +8 then. Potentially.
Right. If you
Okay.
have expertise, yeah.
Yeah, that's why some of my my performance and my nature checks are so high, is because I have expertise in them.
Okay.
All right. So you guys camp out for the night. Nothing happens of note, and you set out the next morning. Do you guys make breakfast?
Yes, I would have
Are
put
you
out my
setting your
hunting
trap?
trap and tried to catch something to make breakfast.
All right. Roll survival for the trap.
Could I send Luna out to try and catch something?
Yeah, go for it. Survival
Yeah,
again.
same with Mara.
Yep, survival, both of you. Alright.
Survival? Does she have survival?
Just roll your survival. That's fine. Okay.
Yeah, I don't
And
think Luna gets
otherwise, you
something.
could probably roll their perceptions. They should still have perception checks.
Oh, that's true. Yeah. We'll say for the animals, you can choose between survival or performance, whichever one you would like.
Perception.
So whichever one basically has your biggest bonus.
Survival.
Perception. Okay.
Perception
There you
for
go.
me.
Oh,
All right.
yeah,
So
perception. There you go.
So both of you find something. Lily, you don't get anything in your trap. Now, I want another survival check for whoever is cooking it up.
Well, what is it? Is my question.
You're. Oh, what animal is it?
Yeah.
Just like pheasant or something like that.
Would it
I
be
would just say
survival
let
and
them-
not nature? I can't use nature.
Don't ask me to cook.
Because my thought is if it's small enough, let the animals eat what they caught, and we just eat our trail rations. And the
There's
fruit that's in
that.
our bag.
There's that.
I'll allow nature if you're trying to cook. Or you can just have them eat it straight up. Eating straight
Yeah,
up will not
if
give
it
you the
was small-
potential bonus
Yeah.
that cooking would.
Even my +4 did nothing. Wow.
To me, the
so
thought was,
Doing
though,
nature.
that if we feed it to them, we don't have to give them stuff from our rations.
all right. So
My rolls
Who-
today are garbage.
who was cooking? I need to know who was cooking there.
Intending to, since I didn't find anything in my trap, just take a handful of herbs or berries that I had, or that I
Okay.
could find nearby, and check if they were edible.
Okay.
That was
yeah,
my
you can
intent.
you can find some herbs and berries. Yeah.
Do we still have fruit?
Yep. You still have a couple pieces of fruit left. Although
can I eat-
you
can I
won't
let
for much
Luna-
longer because they're going to go bad.
So we
Yeah,
may as well
so
finish
we
that
want to
up.
eat the fruit. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Shall we let Luna and Maro eat what they caught?
Yeah, they can eat their catch.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
So you guys just eat it outright, and you guys
Yep.
eat your breakfast and get on your way. And about another half day's trek, you finally reach the area where this wellspring is supposed to be.
Is
Okay. Is there
it not
anybody
there?
there?
Like, what is? Can I do an investigation check as we're going
So
to try
I-
to see if I see tracks or anything?
well, I have this map, so this is where you guys are right now.
Are there people there? I guess that's a perception check.
There's a person up there.
Yeah. So take a look at the map.
Oh,
Got carriages.
Mm-hmm.
There's a person by the fire.
We've got some horses hooked up.
So you do come across this camp.
Some tents, some
And-
lean-tos.
Yeah.
but
Do you guys want to
there is
investigate the
person.
tents? Yeah. So you don't necessarily see him yet. You might see him off in the distance since you're up.
I don't
a
want
little
to root
higher.
around in tents because that'll cause problems, but I do want to take just a glance around
Okay.
for people or
So you
anything
want
of that
to
nature.
kind of look at things as you're making your way over to the man.
right. I don't want to snoop per se, but I do
Mhm.
want to have a passing glance.
So go ahead and
Make
move
sure.
move your characters how they would be going.
Zoom
So I
way
figure
out
you
so I can see
guys
again.
are going kind of down around this way. Oh, that's
Yeah,
not what I
because
meant
it
to
doesn't
do.
look like we can go the other way unless we're leaping down.
Stretch.
Let's not do that. He's
Here,
still too big.
And then
Come on.
here and
There we go. Okay. Did not mean to make Callan fat.
And we do. Should we do like investigations looking
Right.
for booby traps or anything at this camp?
You can. I will say that as you're making your way through the camp, you do notice lots of dirty, sick children lying sleepily in the tents. And some of them are
We
like
might
coughing.
be able to help with that. We could potentially help with that.
With a 21 investigation, a nat 20, you don't see any traps, no.
Okay.
wait, I got a nat 20. Ha! I'm gonna lean down to Luna and tell her to keep an eye out too, though.
Yeah, same with Mara.
And
Just for shits and giggles, I'll
We'll-
give
we'll
her a
even
perception
say-
roll.
this guy is over here at this tent. He's tending to some of the children, like giving them medicine, changing them into a fresh cloth, that sort of thing. And then he makes his way up here to the fire. Come on.
we want to announce ourselves in any way? I mean, I can start playing my instrument.
He hasn't noticed you yet.
I think
Sorry,
it's
I'm getting a little bit
fair.
of lag on my end, so it's not liking when I'm moving things.
I do. Let's see here. I'm honestly determining whether or not it's worth it for me to jump in with an enthralling performance again, just right out the gate. But I don't know if it's even needed.
I think. I'm not sure with them being Vistani if it would actually, work.
I mean, if it doesn't take, there's no damage.
Yeah. But would they be able to detect that you're doing it?
The skill says no, unless, like, if it fails, they don't know.
Oh, okay, then yeah, do it.
But can you focus on just him?
I can choose three creatures that watch and listen to me perform for 1 minute.
I mean, having him charmed might make it easier to get information from him.
Right,
we-
but if he is not antagonistic, it may cause him to be suspicious going forward. Because it is temporary. It's an hour. So.
Or should we try and talk, and if things go downhill, just do normal charm?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we start. Let me do a normal performance. Just like for the sake of the kids. Just have some nice music and just to announce that someone is here in a non-antagonistic way.
Meteor, what was that?
Oh,
What
whoops.
is
I did not mean to do that.
that?
I'll walk in and I'll just start playing.
Just ignore those.
No, that's fine. And I'll just
Should I
start
try and
playing
do
my
it too?
instrument.
Should I
Sure,
try
I'm
doing
just
it
trying
to
to
help?
entertain the kids
Yeah.
because they
Yeah.
seem unwell and I want to give them something to be happy about and also kind of let him know that there are people here without jumping into attacking.
I'll try helping.
So like gentle
I only have a
music
horn.
that kind of starts quiet and gets a little bit louder so as not to be startling.
Should
I
we
only
get
have a
Curio to
horn.
jump in with the pan flutes?
Yeah, sure.
Can do. Yeah. I've clicked it.
Okay.
We're just gonna give you a little mini concert.
All right, so you all start playing music. And he now notices you. Come on. Why is this doing this? Hang on.
I'm wondering if our neon is gonna be helpful here with his gift of
I
healing.
mean, yeah, if he can cure disease on any of them, he'd probably be happy about that. But unfortunately, if it's disease, there's not a lot the rest of us can do at this point without
I
the
guess me
appropriate
doing
spells.
medicine checks.
All right, so he notices you now for sure, and he yells down, "Hey, what are you doing?"
Okay. Be like, hi, we're just putting on a small performance. We were in the area and we wanted to try to have a chat, but we're just wanted to talk.
All right. This is our area. Get away. Your performance is seeming to have no effect on him.
Well, I'm not actively trying to charm him, so that's fine.
Okay.
I decided not to.
Okay, so it's just a normal performance.
It's just a performance. It's literally for the kids' benefits to kind of try to soothe the kids a bit.
Okay.
It was more for the kids than for him, and I'm not actively trying to charm anyone.
All right.
Did we say that we noticed they don't look to be feeling very well, so hoped some music would help lighten their moods a little bit?
Yeah. It's like you seem to have some kids that aren't feeling too well. I thought the music might make them happy.
Well, that's my business. What? Why are you just going up to random kids and singing to them? That's weird.
I'm a performer.
You don't know them?
It's kind of what I do.
Shouldn't you have come to me first?
Well, we
And
were
asked if
trying
you
to,
can do that?
We were trying to get your attention in a way that wouldn't
Well, you got
make
it.
you upset.
We didn't want to exactly startle you.
Yeah, you seemed like you weren't doing important work tending to these kids. We didn't want to disrupt you.
Yeah, so he seems a little taken aback that you've randomly gone up to these kids and just started
Well, I mean, we're
playing
not
music at them without talking
We're
to
not
them.
like next to the kids or in their faces or anything. We're
Yeah.
kind of a distance away, just performing in a small group together.
Okay.
So we didn't actively we didn't stranger danger these kids.
That's kind of like what he's feeling at the moment because you didn't go up to him first.
Did we introduce ourselves?
You just sat down in the middle of his camp and started playing music.
I was doing it while I was walking, just kind of idly strumming as I walked through.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But yeah, you are like in the middle of his camp at the moment.
So I've approached a little bit and I'm like, "Can we please talk?"
I guess. What do you want to talk about?
We heard that there was an incident in a town nearby. Some poor folk were given some. It's just awful.
We're given some.
They
what
had
you
some.
cut out
They
big
had
time.
some coins that transformed on them after a few days. It was so strange.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that. Why would I know something about that?
Have you visited that town recently? It's not that far from here.
Nope, can't say that I have.
Insight check.
Go ahead.
My roll is gonna continue to be terrible. Nat 1.
Mine's not as bad.
Let's see. I'll roll for Kellen. I assume you all are insight checking that.
Yeah.
Well, because they all know
Neon.
that we were told that he was in town, so we all know that
I
he's
think
probably
Neon
lying.
has something.
Yeah.
Alright. Callan and Aurora can tell he's lying through his teeth.
Yep.
Is Stick gonna say something? Because I don't see Aurora actually saying something.
He whispers to you guys, he's definitely lying. Both of them do. But yeah, he's definitely lying. I can tell.
So should we try and call his bluff and say that somebody has recognized him and pointed him out from that town?
Well, I would like to ask about what's up with the children, but I don't know if it's the time for that. So I kind of want to know what's wrong with the kids, but I don't know. Yeah, ask, well, that's funny. Some of the folk in town seemed certain that they saw someone matching your description recently. Give him an opportunity to come clean.
Fine. Maybe I was there. He kind of walks over to the fire. But me and the orphans have been, let me see. I've been caring for these orphans ever since their parents died of a plague a few months back. And I've been desperately trying to get help from the towns, and none of them cared. They wouldn't give any food, medicine, not even their compassion. So, yeah, I did it. I gave them fake money. But I did it out of desperation. I had to keep these little ones alive. And now they finally have enough food and medicine they need to get better. As well as fresh clothing, so they aren't threadbare in the winter bites their bones.
I'm wondering if there's a way that we can chip in to help him
I assume you guys
or to help
get
the
closer.
kids. Yeah,
you-
but well, I'm wondering. This is more of an out of context. Is there something that we can do to offer to help, but have him also turn himself in?
That's what I'm trying to think about because I
But
don't
then
think
again,
he's
he'd be
going to give
killed.
himself in because he sees himself as the caretaker and he can't leave
Not
them.
yet, Kinka.
So I don't think he's going to leave to go turn himself in.
Because the mayor wants the person killed.
Right. So I don't see an easy resolution there per se. I'm
Hi,
kind of
Abby.
curious
Shh.
because it sounds like he was doing it as revenge, and because they left him no other choice,
And Curio's just over here meowing incessantly.
right?
Danania has a thought. Portal tree.
Don't you have that ability on the wand to
Not
open
yet.
portal? Dang
I'm
it.
not high enough level yet.
Dang it!
That is a much higher level spell, Nene.
Dang it!
What
Yeah,
the-
that-
We
My
are
idea
level
doesn't work.
3. We are level 3.
I thought it was on the wand.
It's on the wand, but she doesn't have access to all the spells on the
I
wand
can't
yet.
access
Okay.
spells that are higher level than
that's
what
one
I
of
can
the-
cast.
That's one of the higher up things.
Okay. I was gonna say portal tree, portal to there, or portal to the town, or get the mayor to come here.
No, we cannot do that. I cannot use spells on the staff that are higher level than what I can cast naturally.
Okay. Darn
That's
it!
the limitation on it.
I thought it was one that you actually could use right now because we were talking.
I
about
could
it, but
normally,
anyways.
but because of how Meteor gave it to me, because of how early we got it, it has that limitation on it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Basically, it has a number of charges. Each spell costs a specific amount of charges, and I have limited the amount of charges she has to use right now.
Right, and I gain more as I get higher and more skilled with it, basically.
Right.
Got it.
Which
Okay.
means leveling up.
Mm-hmm.
My
So I
thought
can
doesn't
cast
work
up to
then.
3rd level right now, and that's it.
All right. So,
Yeah.
are you guys just staying at the bottom of the stairs and talking to him, or you going up there?
I was intentionally not getting in his face.
Okay. That's fine.
I don't know if other people are doing that or not.
I'm still wondering if there's some way that we can help.
I do think that there's a way that we can help. I'm not sure if there's a way that we can resolve the thing with the mayor, with offering him proof without offering him a body, living or otherwise.
I was gonna say, can you not make like a golem to look like the guy? Or we could
my illusions are restricted to a certain size and a certain duration.
just... No,
I
I
think
mean
she was mean
Callum.
that for Callum.
Oh.
Or take back a fake dead body.
Callan doesn't have
Yeah,
anything
but that's
that
not
would
proof.
be able to make a convincing fake person.
And I can't.
I don't think he can
transform
even
yet.
make any kind of fake person.
Damn.
Yeah,
I
that would
could've
require a tethered
Uh,
major illusion, which is beyond our skills.
He can do unseen servant. That is about the limit of his person related.
So he's
Creations.
not a good Callan stick at the minute. Got it.
Yeah, that is beyond our skill set.
I was gonna say I might, if I had level 2 druid, I believe I do have a transform into a medium-sized creature, but I'm not level 2 yet, so I don't think I could transform into another human.
So it'd be you staying there in his place, whereas I could do the same thing with this guy's self on myself to look like him. But that doesn't solve the problem of having to leave someone with the mayor.
Unless we break you out.
All right, so
It just means not returning to Briar.
so he is kind of. Are you guys talking about all this out loud? I'll ask that.
No, this was out
No.
of character
No.
discussion.
Okay,
Um,
just making sure
yeah.
because If he were to hear all this stuff, then
he
I
would
think
be
he would blow up.
upset. Yeah.
he might get a bit upset.
Yeah. So I'm going to start gingerly walking forward, not making any threatening movements. He's by a fire. He could very well turn around and throw ashes in my face, which would be rude, but possible. And my persuasion's not been... My rolls have been crap today, quite honestly. So I'll start inching forward a bit. And be like, the thing is... The people in that town that you purchased the medicine from...
Yeah.
Well, their business is going under, and unfortunately, the coins that they had dealt with went to another shop owner who produces food. And
Is now being set to
they've
execution.
decided that he is somehow the culprit, even though he's not even the person you bought things from. But because he was the last one who had the money, they're assuming that he did it, that he enchanted these coins, and they're going to kill him in a few days. His wife is very upset.
Well, that ain't my problem. One life lost makes up for all these children that I saved. It's sad, but I don't regret my actions.
Is that really the kind of person that you want to be for these children? You want them to see this lesson, that it's good to ruin someone else's lives?
It's fine with me. I saved these kids, that's all I care about.
There are other ways to save these children than condemning a man who had nothing to do with this to death.
Not my problem. Roll persuasion.
Shit rolls. It's not gonna go well, probably. I don't have any way to pad my rolls at all. I can't inspire myself.
Nope. It's not his problem.
Yeah.
As far as he's concerned.
Is there anything that we can do to help the children? So maybe he doesn't have to have as much of a burden on him. So maybe then he can.
Speaking as your DM, Nihon's character Aurora does have lay on hands, but he couldn't do that for all of them.
Yeah, he'd only be able to treat one.
Mm-hmm. And there's quite a few kids here.
Like, even if we had the lesser or greater restoration spells, we wouldn't be able to cast it enough times to get them all.
Right.
Would my medicine checks and I don't think my herbalism would necessarily help.
Medicine checks don't usually get rid of disease.
Right.
But could we see who was sickest?
You could try to look for the sickest person, but you don't know if curing the sickest person is going to help. He already got all the medicine that he needs. He's already treating them.
I don't know what to do.
I don't know what to do either, because my rolls are not going to let me resolve this. Quite honestly, there's not anything I can do. I mean, charming would only work for an hour. That's not long enough to get him back there. You know?
So you basically your options are don't do anything, or you could try and force him. This is the man you guys have traveled all this way to look for, too. I will remind you of that.
Yeah, but if him condemning a man to death isn't his problem, lifting a curse on us isn't his problem either.
Although maybe we can ask if he knows the people.
Yeah,
he'll still probably say it's not his problem.
Yeah, that's my whole thing. This dude seems annoying and like a brick wall.
He definitely doesn't regret what he has done. It doesn't mean he's unwilling to help anything, but he's definitely unwilling to help
With
the
this.
with this specific case.
Okay.
Did we
So
ask him
I'll start
about...
talking to him again. And okay, and I'll be like, fine, that aside. We actually were hoping to find you for another reason. We had a
What
run-in
reason?
with a couple of Vistani in Rockfort, and they did something to us. They seem to have been doing something in that town for a while, where they would have adventurers come to this mimic-infested area, and basically
Ask
were
for...
feeding them to the mimics and erasing the memories of them to everyone who knew them. They actually did this to us. Like, my mom doesn't remember me anymore, and like Saflin is like
This
Very
does kind of
Getting
pique
upset
his
again.
interest while you're talking
getting
about
upset
this.
again.
You said this was Vistani who did this?
Yes, and I will cast
go
minor
up and-
illusion and show the two. Be
I'll
like,
go
this
up
is
and-
what they looked like.
So you produce this illusion of
Of the two.
Alenka and Charles. And he
Yeah.
says, "Oh, not them. I know them. That's Alenka and her man, Charles. She's not the most liked among the Vistani, as I'm sure you could probably guess. She was shunned from the tribe. And
So what they're
banished.
doing would generally not be accepted in your tribe?
Hell no. Vistani are all about curing curses, not casting them.
Would
But-
you know how to cure the curse that's on us?
If it was one that she put on you, heck no.
Yes.
She's probably the strongest curse caster I know.
Question, out of character.
Sure.
Should I show him the to-do list?
You could.
Sure.
So I guess I will pull the to-do list that I found in the magic shop out of my pocket and hand it out towards him and be like, does this happen to make any sense to you? We found it in the shop when they escaped. When my friends here were downstairs in the basement trying to be defeated by, or get eaten by mimics.
Alright. So he takes the list and he looks at it. I have it up on the screen for the stream so they can see. And he looks over it and he looks very concerned, especially at the last line, which reads "Exterminate
That was
the
why
Vistani."
I brought it up.
Mm-hmm. He's like, you said she dropped this?
Yeah, we found it in the shop after they left.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. I
Can
mean,
you elaborate?
I knew she was upset. I didn't know she was this upset. What do you mean elaborate? She wants to kill us. That's not good.
Well, I didn't mean that way.
No,
Like,
I meant
obviously she
more-
wants to exterminate.
Say again?
Do you know what she might be attempting to accomplish with this ingredient list?
Or this to-do
It
list.
could be anything.
I'm not worried about the to-do list that has kill Vistani on it. I think that's pretty clear.
But I mean, the
But-
spell catalyst, the ingredients, the
well, that's
summon
what I was bringing up
monsters.
with the ingredients and the yeah.
It's-
That's what I
And
meant.
what's this awakening salvation?
I
I'm
have
wondering.
no clue. It probably has something to do with monsters. I mean, that's what Charles is best at. See,
So he specializes
Alenka
in
specializes in curses, in casting curses on people. Or Charles, her boyfriend, he is a monster tamer.
Hence the mimics.
So, put those together, and I can only imagine what they must be planning. But whatever it is, it can't be good.
I'm wondering if we can maybe do a if you help us, we help you situation.
Do you say that to him?
That was more of a question to Lily.
You like
Yeah.
let me see here. So yeah, Saflin will kind of like we'll say maybe Lillian nudge Saflin or something. And Saflin's like, well, you seem to have your hands full with these kids. If we can in some way help you with either the kids or the situation with Alenka and Charles wanting to kill your tribe, would you perhaps be willing to help us with the situation in town?
In Briar.
I'm not sure what you guys could do. And the only thing I could do to help the situation in town would be to turn myself in, which I'm not going to do. They'd kill me. All I know is I'm staying as far away from my tribe as I can right now. If Alenka's got them in her sights, then I'm not going anywhere near them.
Out of character question. Mare seemed to respond really well to money.
Yeah,
Could
I'm
we
thinking
use-
if we can figure out how much money was lost and contribute that back to the town, if that would be enough.
Yeah, because I was going to say maybe we can use our patches on our robe to get the money to pay it back and then just wipe the slate clean.
Right, what if we offered to repay the debt that you owe to the town?
I mean, you could try. I'm not paying anything, though. That'd be all on you. I can't guarantee it'd work.
Out of curiosity, how much money or how much did you pay for the chests
Then, yeah.
of medicine? How much money are we talking about here?
I don't have that number off the top of my head.
I'm making you think.
What's to stop Alenka coming after you after she's dealt with the tribe as well?
What makes you think Alenka won't try to finish the job?
Yeah.
Well, Alenka's going after the Vistani period, so she is going to go after them, is my guess.
Then I'll go
Right,
into
if
hiding. She'll
If
have
she's
to find me
crafting a
first.
curse, it will likely target all of the Vistani regardless of their location.
Doubt it.
And you got the kids
Curses
to
don't
do
work like that.
Okay, that I don't know.
She'd have to know where I am and be close enough to me to cast the curse. She can't just cast a curse from anywhere. She'd have to actually be there.
But he's still going to put the kids at risk if she does come after him.
Well,
yeah, and
hopefully
then the
she
kids
won't
will
know that I'm
truly
missing.
Be orphaned.
I doubt she's gonna take roll call.
Is there no one in your tribe that you'd be sad to lose?
I'm sure there is, but I'm more scared for these kids right now. These kids are all I care about. Most of my family's already dead.
I'm still wondering if we can pay off the debt and have him be freed. But actually admit to what he did apologize, explain, lend him the money to pay it back. So it looks like it's coming from him, not us doing it.
Yeah.
That way
He
he's
said
free.
he's refusing to go into town at all. Like, I could disguise self as him and hand over the money. That would be an option.
That is actually a good option. Especially seeing as the mayor's an idiot, but...
Yeah, but then the mayor would be wondering where you went. Because you're our charm person.
Yeah. Could you cast it? Oh no, you can't cast it on anyone else, can you?
Has to be.
Has to be
You
her.
cut
I think-
out. Oh, it has to be her.
It's disguise self.
Yep.
I don't have a disguise kit.
Probably have a disguise kit. I think I do, actually.
Do we have one?
I might. I think it's part of my bard kit. I can check. Yeah, I
And
have
the
a disguise
disgu-
kit. It's in my backpack.
Okay.
The
then.
disguise self, is it on your
It is my
wand?
innate tiefling
Okay.
skill.
Oh,
Okay.
so it's not
So that
something we can put on the wand.
does.
Okay, could we disguise one of us? With the
Guys,
disguise kit?
sure, we could try. You'd have to be fairly close in frame to him already. Disguise self doesn't really care about that as long as it's the same relative size class.
Probably the closest would be Callan.
Yeah.
I wonder if Peter has an extra set of clothes that would make it more convincing.
If we could convince him to part with them.
We could always say we'd bring them back or pay for them.
That might be more likely.
Mm.
But until we know exactly
So
how much money we're talking about
Are you
here.
guys talking about this in front of him?
No, I would say no.
Okay.
I'm just trying to think to myself here because he doesn't really have any stake in us returning the money disguised as him. It doesn't really benefit him in any way because the mayor's not going to send anyone after him. As far as the mayor's concerned, he's got his culprit. So I don't really know what would be in it for him. And he didn't seem to think that we could help with anything else.
Even if we're gonna still be looking for, forgetting her name offhand, Mrs. Vistani.
Again, he doesn't think he has any thing to worry about from Alenka and Charles because he's just going to stay away.
So at
Does
this
that mean
point,
they'll stay away?
At this point, Peter says, "If that's all you guys need, y'all can leave now."
Well, I think I may have an idea for how to resolve the issue in the town, but I'd really like to be able to figure out something to help you with the kids.
What do you mean?
What particularly is wrong with them? You said there was a plague.
Mm-hmm. Perfectly curable plague, too. But we just needed help and no one would give it. So now I got the medicine, and I'm treating them.
Well, and you
If I
said
keep up
that
these treatments, then they should be just fine.
You said that they're going to need more, though. You said that they don't have the correct clothes for the winter.
No, I got all that stuff in town.
Okay. So he did pick up all of it.
Yeah. So he got all the food he needs and medicine and clothes to keep them good.
Yeah, so again, I'm right back where I was before with I don't know what he would want.
Mm-hmm.
Other than he gave us a lead and now I know exactly what he looks like, so now I can mimic him.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know that there's anything more to do with him.
There's one other thing that you guys would be wanting to know from him that you haven't asked him. I will just say that.
Bring blood curses.
Well, I mean, I asked about fixing the curse, and he told me there was nothing doing if it was one that she cast.
But what was your reason for finding him in the first place?
Let's try to.
We were looking for a lead on. Well, I guess we could ask if
we could ask where the Vistani camp is.
There you go.
Or if he happens to know where they hang out.
Yes.
Mr.
Meteor just said we got it, so it's where the Vistani camp is. So that's what it is.
You guys hadn't.
Not what I was meaning. I was saying if he happens to know where Alenka and Charles frequent, so maybe we can catch back up with them.
I thought he implied he didn't know where they were before, but maybe I was wrong. Maybe I was mistaken.
You guys can ask either one.
All right, well,
I will start
and
I'll answer.
with... If I were interested in finding the rest of your tribe to try to see if they could help us with this curse, where would we look? Could you give us any insight into that?
When last I left them, which was several months back, they had set up camp outside of Donnelly.
Could you point out where that is on our map, and I'll show him the map?
So if you take a look at the map, this is Donnelly.
Way up there.
Okay.
It's already marked on your map.
Okay. Do you know anything about the areas where they would normally set up? Would they be near a river, near mountain, foothills, near a forest?
Vistani always set up camp just outside of big city. Lots of customers that way.
Okay.
Okay.
And then after that point, are there any places that Alenka and Charles are known to frequent? I know you said that they were cast out of your tribe, essentially.
I have no clue.
Okay.
I wasn't close friends with them at all. Kind of tried to steer clear of them, honestly.
Okay. And Meteor, DM question, did you actually say the amount that he spent?
I did not know. I don't have that off the top of my head right now.
Okay. Because I'm wondering how
always...
valid it is that we even pay that off. I mean, I know we have platinum, but there is still an upper limit there for what we have for money.
Yeah, can we buy some clothes from him in case we do decide to do a switcheroo?
Would you be interested in selling us a spare set of your clothing?
For what?
We have an idea to clear your name in the town and also rescue the poor man there without you needing to do any further work.
What, you're gonna try and look like me?
Much.
Your funeral. I can give you some clothes if you want.
Okay.
Good luck.
It would be appreciated.
We're more capable than we look.
He kind of mutters something under his breath. If anyone wants to roll to see if they hear it.
What would that be, rolling perception?
Yes, and if you have advantage in hearing perception, roll that.
Yeah, so perception. 21.
I know some of these animals might have a perception advantage on hearing.
Alright.
So
Saflin with a 21, which is good since you're actually the closest one, so you're the most likely one to hear
anything.
You hear him say, "These idiots are going to get themselves killed."
And I'm gonna very cheerily, making it clear that I heard him, say, "Well, we'll try not to let that happen."
Oh, whoops. You weren't supposed to hear that. So he seems to think that would be a bad idea. But he's willing to give you some clothes. If that's what you guys are wanting.
Bonus, if we hang on to the clothes, they're his. I can locate, well, in the future, we can divine him with it.
Mm-hmm.
The other thing we could also
We can
possibly
track
maybe
him.
do with it is if we ever have to impersonate a Vistani
Yep.
to get in, we have
Yep.
clothing.
Correct.
All right. So he goes down to one of the tents and fetches a set of clothes, an old pair of clothes of his, and gives it to you.
Okay. So we have Vistani clothing
Mm-hmm.
in our possessions now. All right.
Would it be weird if I asked
Write
him?
that in there. Done.
Would it be weird if I asked him if he minded if I did some medicine checks on the kids, see how they're doing?
Sure, you can do that.
Out of curiosity, I happen to be a cleric. Would you like me to do some checks on the kids, see how they're doing? See how they're coming along, how they're healing?
Doctor?
Yes?
Sure. Sure, that I
At
wouldn't
least it might give you
be
some
upset
peace
about
of
that.
mind. Is there anybody in particular you'd like me to start with?
All of them are just as sick, so whoever.
I'm also gonna run a medicine check just to try to
Alright.
tell from an assessment if I can pick out who's the worst off.
How many rolls should I be doing for this?
Just doing
just
one
the
right
is
now to
fine.
see
Yeah,
who's
just
the
the one
worst
is
off.
fine. So you guys take a look at them, and they're all pretty sick. They do seem, when talking to them, they say they're feeling a little better. So it seems like the medicine that they're being given is working, at least somewhat, as far as you can tell.
Is there one in
There-
particular that is sickest?
We'll say you find one who is still looking fairly sick, responding to the medicine, but not as quickly as the others.
Would this be a weird place for Aurora to do his lay on hands?
You could. You can do that.
Should we?
I think you would.
How do we
as
do
a
this?
DM.
He has a pool of points, and
Yeah.
he will choose to expend a number of points from that to the child's HP, essentially. So
Yep.
you would
I meant on his thing. How does we do
on
this?
his sheet.
I think I would need to do
Yes.
that.
Yeah.
Please, because I don't know how to do that.
You just track it, really.
Yep.
So it might just be that we normally manually track it.
And hands.
With my herbalism kit, since I have 2 as well though, would I be able to do anything to maybe help boost their healing a little bit?
Okay. Not really. The best thing to boost their healing is the medicine he's already giving them.
Okay.
Alright, so Aurora uses up 5 of the HP that he can do. He can do 15 HP worth. It takes 5 to cure a disease, so he does that and cures the disease of this one kid. So technically he could probably do that to 2 others, if I'm reading this correctly.
Can I do another impromptu performance within as earshot of as many of the kids as possible, and I'll let Peter know that I'm intending to do another performance just to try to give them a little bit of good cheer before moving on, and I'm going to use Song of Rest.
Okay.
Which, if me or any friendly creatures, so I'm assuming that the children are friendly, if they regain hit points at the end of a short rest by spending hit dice, I don't know if they are or not, they would regain an extra 1d6 hit points. That's
Okay.
up to you if you say they heal during a short rest or not. It's a chance for them to gain HP.
Yeah. You could... I'm not gonna have like them actually like regain HP. It's not that their HP is down.
But it could just be a morale thing.
Yeah, it could work as a morale thing.
Okay,
sure.
so I won't use Song of Rest feature, but I will do performance then.
Okay.
He
So I was gonna
is
say-
acceptable to this.
I was gonna do my channel divinity, then preserve life, because I can restore 10 HP to any
Right, but
creature
he's
within
saying they're
30.
not necessarily down on hit points. It's
Which
just
is why I'm
they're
saying I was
thematically
going
ill.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you can do with advantage.
Okay.
I'm gonna have Morrow, like, start dancing or just moving to the
That was
music.
not that much better. It's okay.
I don't know what I could do
Alright,
for
with the
that.
15, they get a nice little boost to their morale.
Okay.
Morrow dance.
I think I'll try to do a performance with her.
Okay.
I think the kids
16,
would have
not bad.
fun
Yeah.
watching a direwolf
Roll.
dance.
Yeah, your performance and the dancing animals are making them all smile. They're still all feeling sick and not really getting up at all. They're still lying in bed, coughing and whatnot.
Racing their
But-
spirits.
Yeah.
What disease
They're
is this,
smiling.
out of curiosity?
Oh,
And that was a question to him.
I didn't have that prepared.
Scarlet Fever
me
again.
either.
It is not Scarlet Fever. And he does say that at this point they are not contagious.
Thank God for that. At least we'll have to do that again.
I'm wondering if it's the same plague that
It is not Scarlet
Wiped out.
Fever.
wiped out my parents.
What plague did that?
I don't actually have one in mind. I guess I should think of one.
Depending
can't
if I want to
remember
make
why
that
my-
a thing.
Why? Hold on. I'm trying to remember.
'Cause it
why
isn't
my
all-
family
Because
is-
remember, my entire reason for going out searching
Mm-hmm.
out is to search for what what plague wiped out my people, what killed my mom and killed my dad.
We'll say this is not the same plague.
'Kay.
I
Some
don't
of the
remember what
symptoms
killed-
don't match up with what you remember.
Okay.
I know that Son's tribe was killed, but I don't remember what the hell killed him. So
For me, I know it's a plague because of my journal that I have of my mother's, which I don't think I said that I had to you guys.
Nope,
I think you had.
I can't remember.
I think you've mentioned referencing it before. Alright, so you guys have gotten a pair of clothes from him. And you guys are talking about... you've gotten the location of the last time he saw the Vistani camp.
I guess my only
And-
other question would be is do they move in patterns? Like if they're not there, do you have any idea where they might go next?
He did tell you already that they tend to set up shop outside of
Near
big
big
cities.
cities.
Mm-hmm.
So the other near big cities. Oh, the map's changed.
Because we
Yeah, the
knew they
big
weren't near
cities, right.
Rockford,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so if
So
they're
it would
not
have
near
to be
Rockford,
one of the
then
others.
yeah. All right, but so that is actually where we are going to end it for the day. We're going to end it
Okay.
here, and hopefully Nihon and Firedale will be back for next time. I know Nihon's missed several sessions at this point. He's had a
Because
new
of
job,
work.
and this time he missed because of Thanksgiving. He's still out with family. But thank you guys so much for joining, and we will pick this up next time.
Any idea when next time might be is the question?
Still
Hopefully next
tentatively next Friday. We'll see if my
Unless
baby has
baby
come
comes.
yet. Yeah. Depends on when the baby comes, because I will be taking 2 weeks off work after the baby comes, so my schedule will be much more open afterwards for a couple weeks. But if he
potentially do a
comes
little
on
bit D&D.
Friday, we're not going to play.
Obviously. I don't think you're going to want to leave your wife at the hospital to come and play D&D.
Well,
I
no,
think
no.
she would kill him.
I think so too.
All right. Anything else you guys want to say to the streamians before we sign off?
Have a good
Thanks for watching.
Thanksgiving.
Be sure to
If
tune
it's
in
still
next time,
Thanksgiving.
guys. Yes, Thanksgiving. All right.
Yeah.
Bye.
See you next time. Bye.
Bye.